Holy flippin' heck. Guys, I just beat and I played and greatly enjoyed a first-person shooter. Me, a dude, a retro gamer who doesn't really play FPS games. So like the most advanced FPS game that I greatly enjoy is Perfect Dark on the Nintendo 64. Guys, this review is of Doom 2016. So I'm pretty sure you don't need some YouTuber like me telling you like, oh, go play Doom 2016. So I'm going to tell you about it anyway because it's a game I actually really enjoyed. Story in Doom 2016. Story involves scientists opening a portal to hell on Mars so they can retrieve what's called Argent energy. Naturally, everything goes awry because, I mean, they're literally opening a portal to hell. What the hell do they think is going to happen? Doom Guy awakens from his not-so-eternal slumber and proceeds to rip and tear. You are given exposition on the game by your very handy computer pal named Vega. And I mean a computer, not Vega, not this guy Vega, but the computer. And you're actually given exposition by a scientist named Samuel Hayden, who tasked you with trying not to destroy Argent energy. But this being Doom Guy and not giving any fucks, proceeds to absolutely destroy everything. In typical Doom fashion, you just rip and tear. Let's talk about what this game is really known for, and that is gameplay. How does the game play? How does the game feel? So gameplay is possibly one of Doom 2016's biggest strengths. Honestly, gameplay is phenomenal in the game. You obviously can shoot, you can jump around, you know, you can move, obviously, you can strafe, you can swap guns. So, yeah, cool. Thing is the execution that Doom has for that. Very much like the predecessor, Doom 1 and Doom 2. All the weapon swaps are done very quickly. So if you're playing on mouse and keyboard, you know, you can hit 1, 2, 3 to swap between all guns. On console, you bring up the weapon wheel, or if you use controller and PC, like some kind of bastard like me, then yeah, you bring up a weapon wheel where you can swap between guns. Thankfully, the game slows everything down just a tad, so, you know, you get a nice little respite in between, you know, being slammed by enemy fire and being, you know, chased all over the goddamn map. So yes, plays super well. You also get grenades in the game, so, you know, you get your basic boom grenade. You also get a decoy as well, which is a nice return to see in this game. So you get a decoy that, you know, shoots and enemies immediately go after to give you a nice break. You also get possibly one of the most broken items in the game, and that would be the siphon grenades. Siphon grenades are absolutely devastating to enemies, so if you ever find yourself in a goddamn pinch in the game, just literally throw a siphon grenade in front of a group of enemies and immediately soak up all of your health back. They pretty much break the game, and they make the game extremely easy. And yes, I know you don't have to use them, but the thing is that you're going to utilize all the tools you have available to you when you play this game. So it's one of those things like, yeah, okay, cool. Granted, you could just raise the difficulty, which is something that leads into my next point, and that's the fact that this game over here is actually a little easy. And I'm going to say this is coming from somebody who doesn't play first-person shooters. Like, my high watermark for first-person shooters is literally Perfect Dark on Nintendo 64. So the fact that, you know, this game comes around and completely obliterates that should tell you something. Also as well, if you really want to challenge, you could do the classic Doom maps that are in this game as well. Granted, you have to unlock them first, you know, so they're actually pretty easy to find. So I don't recommend using a guide. But you can do that. Also, leading to that, there is platforming in the game. There's very, very light platforming. Doom Guy does have the tools for this, so he does have a double jump that he gets later on in the game. It does help in the platforming to make it just a little bit easier. Going back to Mars with a fully loaded Doom Guy, it slaps. Slaps almost as hard as his goddamn soundtrack. Holy flippin' heck. Guys, this soundtrack by Mick Gordon is absolutely stellar. I cannot put into words how absolutely amazing this soundtrack is. Mick Gordon is, not gonna lie, he's probably one of my favorite contemporary musicians, along with Yasunori Nishiki. Yasunori Nishiki, for those of you who are uninitiated, is the composer for Octopath Traveler. But yeah, so Mick Gordon does an absolutely banging job of creating some absolutely stellar, just thrashing tunes that just get you in the mood to just rip and tear like the Doom Guy. And honestly, I wouldn't have it any other goddamn way. But yeah, guys. So, I guess I should talk about the most obvious thing to talk about in this game, and that's the graphics. They look good. Honestly, for a game from 2016, the graphics still really hold up. They look pretty goddamn amazing. Yes, I know this is running on id's Mega Texture engine that was used in the video game Rage, and yeah, there are some things here and there that do bother me a little bit, specifically some of the pop-up and textures, and it's not a huge detractor, but you do notice it. Regardless though, final verdict, do I recommend Doom? New Doom? I mean, have you been listening to me throughout this entire video? Yes. I highly recommend this game. This game is absolutely stellar. It's got amazing graphics. The glory kills is something I didn't even touch on, but I'm pretty sure you're just going to see a montage of glory kills at some point in this video. The music is absolutely stellar. The atmosphere this game creates is amazing. And that gameplay, that just near perfect transition from just literally just transplanting that classic Doom gameplay to a more modern era is chef's kiss. Amazing. So guys, in case you couldn't get all that, yes, go buy the game. It's literally 20 bucks. Honestly, Doom 2016 always goes on sale. I've literally seen the game as low as $10. So guys, thank you for tuning in, guys. This has been Jimmy. Remember that you're beautiful, remember that you're loved, and most importantly of all, guys, remember to stay absolutely radical, guys, and thanks for tuning in. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta go back to ripping and tearing, and I gotta see what that sequel's all about. Because, I mean, what could they do to improve this game? I mean, honestly, right? Yeah, that pretty much means that. Pretty much means that they've improved on this game quite a bit, if I have to ask that question. So if you excuse me, I gotta get back to ripping and tearing. Catch you guys on the flip side. I gotta caffeine up before I take on the sequel. Oh, you can go. You can go. Like, I'm gonna put away these lights like right now, so please, like, step outside.